Today we're talking about the Mosquito Fire. Currently the statistics on this are 69,908 acres, 20% contained, with over 3,800 firefighters on scene helping with this fire. They are calling this the largest fire to date in California this year. And they have worked on some firing operations over on that southwest side. Fire managers talk about really trying to focus on this area, try to get this opened back up so community members, people who've been evacuated, can get back into this area. Looks like their firing operation did what it was supposed to, increase some of the containment over on that side, and they're feeling pretty good about that. Moving over on the west side and then up north, the night crew sounds like we're patrolling this whole area, working on any mop-up operations, making sure that whole line was secure and held, and looks like they were pretty successful on that, and reporting not many hot spots over on that side. So looks like up north they did some firing operations as well. You can kind of see that highlighted there. They were pretty happy with how that went, and things seem to be holding up there as well. Moving over to that east side where I've got highlighted there, that's the more active part of the fire, kind of the head of this fire and the direction that it's pushing kind of east. Fire managers talked today about weather patterns moving in. They're concerned about later this evening into tomorrow, some weather events and some wind maybe pushing that fire. So today they're really getting in there, digging in and working on some direct line, also some indirect line as well, to try to hold that fire if that wind event moves in. The fire behavior analyst talked about some of the rain that's expected over a 72-hour period this weekend. Called it kind of a speed bump here. It's going to slow things down, but could quickly dry out and pick back up. So real key in the next 24 hours to see how this holds, and if that line holds and all the good work they're doing out there is able to hold up for them. Over on this kind of south side here, again, a lot of patrolling going on. There's over 3,800 firefighters, so decent amount of firefighters spread out throughout this fire, working on patrolling, mopping up, catching any hot spots. Going back to that east side here too, with the wind events, they were worried about some spotting or some spot fires getting across containment lines. That's why they were putting in or working on some of that indirect line out in front of the fire as a kind of contingency plan there. Showing the progression map here. This will show kind of the active parts of the fire you're going to see in red there. So that highlighted part on the previous slide you see is pretty active. That's where they're experiencing kind of the most growth on this fire. So that concludes today's update.